Well, seeing that. Evening, everybody. The time is 6:30 and time to open up open public comment. And so views expressed by individuals during public comment do not necessarily reflect the views of the city of Fremont, have not been verified for accuracy by the city. As a reminder, the city council and staff are not permitted to respond to comments or questions during the public comment period in accordance with Fremont Municipal Code Section 2-103. Public comments will be limited to 3 minutes per person, shall not contain topics included on this evening's agenda. So if you are here, would like to speak tonight, you can come in and sign in up here in the front, and Jody Sanders will call on you. There's also comment cards in the box as well. So Okay, good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll go ahead and open up the regular city council meeting and call it to order. The time is 7 o'clock. The Opens Meeting Act is posted on the back wall next to the agendas. This time we'll have roll call.
Seven members present, Mayor, one absent.
All right. Next is mayor's comments. I do have a couple items tonight. First, I would like to honor the June 2025 Service Awards. We have 3, all from the police department. James Doherty Jr., 30 years of service. James started with the city of Fremont as a police officer in 1995. In 2015, he was promoted to police sergeant. Hunter McKenzie, 5 years of service. Hunter has been with the city of Fremont as a police officer since 2020. Then Ryan Christensen, 5 years of service. Ryan has been with the city of Fremont again since 2020. So appreciate these 3 individuals, all from our police department. They're not able to be here, but let's just give a round of applause for their service. I would just like to visit briefly just about the events of today. It's been in the news. We have Fremont Fire, Fremont Police, countless agencies really at the scene of 950 South Union of Horizons Biofuel. We received a call into dispatch at 11:56 saying there was an explosion again at Horizon Biofuel plant out on 950 South Union. We responded to the scene. Fremont Fire was there, noticed the structure basically collapsing and all of it on fire. And so we were worked with our agencies to be able to respond. We had mutual aid coming. It's funny, on the agenda tonight, we have mutual aid agreement kind of fitting for all the work that they're doing right now out there. But it was very, very hot, very warm for them. We have 3 individuals that were in the building when during the explosion. We are again working hard with. We have Task Force 1 from Lincoln up basically to identify the structure and make sure that we are able to go in and begin a rescue operation. And so we are again. I just want to appreciate all the effort from all the first responders and agencies that are out there right now in Fremont. And this is it's a tragedy that we pray for the families, and we're here and we hurt with what's going on in this area. So I know it's required a lot on our city today, our Department of Utilities to, like I mentioned, fire, police, Dodge County. This is actually in the county industrial tract. So we're partnering with Fremont Rural to address it. It's just been a lot. It's been a big, like we do in these situations. We come together. We absolutely do the best we can, where we work hard, and we're here to serve. And that's what I observed today, and what we're going to continue to do. We do plan to give a update tomorrow morning, I believe 10 o'clock, on more information as it comes out. But I just figured it pertinent to today's events to visit about this in our meeting tonight. So again, I appreciate all the efforts of what's happening in the response to this. So that concludes my comments, and we'll move on to item 1 on the agenda, as a motion to adopt the current agenda for the July 29th, 2025 regular meeting. Councilman Sukrum.
I'll make that motion to adopt the current agenda for July 29th.
Councilwoman Ganem.
I second.
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Moving on to appointments, is item 2 is a motion to consent to the mayor's reappointment of Matt Mueller to the local option review team. This is a reappointment of Matt Mueller. I appreciate his willingness to serve on the local option review team again. I would take any questions from the council. If there are none, I would take a motion to his appointment. Councilman Vaughn,
Make the motion to reapprove.
Councilman Sukram,
I'll second.
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Item 3 is public hearings, resolution 2025-173, making a recommendation to the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission regarding a Class K, this is a catering liquor license for Bergen Booster Club, 435 North Union Street. Of staff report. Michael, you will go ahead with that.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor, Council, Michael Chatterson, City Clerk. This is what's in front of you today is a resolution to make a recommendation to the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission to grant Bergen Booster Club, who is a current holder of a Class I liquor license, a secondary license, which is a catering license. With a retail liquor license, you are entitled to up to 6 special designated permits per year. A catering license allows them to do above the 6 threshold, and it also waives the local fee because they pay an upfront fee essentially for the catering license. So I believe the applicant is in attendance. If you have any questions for him, I can also take any questions if you have any.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions for staff on this item? Account. I'll now open the public hearing. Oh, sorry,
That's all
Councilwoman Ganem, go ahead.
No, I do have a question for Bergen, if there's a representative here. They requested to have tailgate parties at the high school football games, and we denied that. Does this catering license allow them to extend to the high school football games?
So I'll briefly touch on just generalities of it. This doesn't give them any more authority to do that than they would have before. Like I mentioned, a retail liquor license holder actually can obtain 6 special designated permits per year. And any outdoor special designated licenses actually have to come before council. So if someone were to have a tailgate at a football game, hypothetically, it would need to come before council if it were on city property. So this doesn't necessarily give anybody, the right to just hold the catering without oversight of the city, so to speak. So if it's an outdoor event, it still requires city council approval. The only administrative approvals we can grant are for indoor or private property special designated permits.
Okay, I appreciate the response, and I do understand it'll be so much easier to have a catering license over having to ask for a permit every single time because they have a number of activities during the year. Thank you.
Are there any other questions that I missed for staff? Okay, now I will open the public hearing. Are there any comments from the public, or would the applicant like to address the council? This would be the time. So.
Yeah, not really a whole lot more to add than what Michael already mentioned, that the purpose of getting the catering license just allows us to get more than 6 of those special designated licenses because our catering services have become more in demand for like wedding receptions, class reunions, those chamber after hours events. And so there's more than 6 events to do. And that's basically the purpose of applying for the catering license. It allows us to get more than 6 of those special designated licenses.
You state your name and address, please.
Okay, sorry. Chris Rainforth, 1159 Nickerson Road, Hooper.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the applicant? Thank you. Any other comments from the public on this item? Okay, I'll close the public hearing. Are there any additional comments from council? Councilman Horner.
No, Mayor, if there are no additional comments, I was just going to make a motion that we approve resolution 2025-173, making the recommendation for the Class K license.
Councilman Sukram.
I'll second.
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
We'll now move on to the consent agenda. All items in the consent agenda are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member or a citizen so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Are there any items first by staff that need to be removed?
Yes, Mayor, if I may, can we remove item 10 so we can make a separate motion to receive the addendum into the record, please?
Okay. Right, are there any other items from council? Any items from the public? If there are none, I would take a motion to approve the consent agenda. Be items 4 through 9, 11 through 19. Councilman Sukram.
I'll make that motion.
Councilman Horner.
I'll second that motion.
Cast your votes.
The motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Item 10 is resolution 2025-178 authorizing Wilson Inc. to conduct geotechnical exploration of topographic boundary survey for the future satellite fire station in the amount of $25,150. I think for this item, what was taken off that we did need to accept an addendum to this item. So I think at this point, I would take a motion to do that. So, Councilman Sukram,
I'll make that motion.
Councilwoman Ganem,
I second.
The motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
is there anything else legal about that? Agenda item, okay. And then I would need a motion to adopt this item with the addendum. Councilman Horner,
I will make that motion as stated.
Councilman Vaughn,
I will second.
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
item 20 is resolution 2025-184 awarding the sanitary sewer lining project to Instaform Technologies in the amount of $196,419. We'll have a staff report from Troy Shaven.
Troy Shaven, Assistant General Manager, Utilities. Every year we budget funds to line aging or deteriorating sanitary sewer in the city of Fremont. They do that with a cast in place liner. They send the liner through, heat it up with steam, and it basically forms a new surface inside the pipe that will fill any cracks, voids. It can even fill in areas where the top is caved in. We sent out bids, and Situform Technologies was the low bid. The areas in town that we're going to do this are 3rd to 5th Street in the alley between Logan and Pebble, Christie from 9th to 11th, Hickory Lane to Pine, Hickory Lane North to Pine, 5th Street I to M, 9th Street Summers to Nye, and the alley between C and Union from 17th North to 18th. I can take any questions if anyone has.
We happy with the amount of bids and the price that came in?
Yeah, every year we budget 250,000. All the bids were pretty good. We've been getting good bids on sewer lining lately, so yeah.
Good. Any other questions for Troy? Don't see any. Are there any comments from the public on this item? Any additional comments from council? If there are none, I take a motion to award the sanitary sewer lining project to Situform Technologies. Councilman Sukram.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-184.
Councilwoman Lathrop.
Second.
The motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
All right, item 21 is resolution 2025-189 authorizing an agreement with Gray Planning Services LLC for the interim planning director position. Jody Sanders.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. Jody Sanders, City Administrator. We are asking for permission for the mayor to sign the interim planning director services agreement with Ray Planning Solutions LLC. And if you say, gee, I've never heard of them, it's because it's a new business. But the principal that's involved is someone that's familiar to us because he served as our planning director back in from 2009 to 2011. So we reached out to him as he's at this moment in time, he is still employed by JEO, but he's made the decision to go ahead and basically go private. And so effective August 1st, he will be our consultant, and he'll continue to serve other communities that he has served under the auspices of JEO. He has a wealth of experience in planning as well as familiarity with our community. And so we'd ask for you to consider allowing the mayor to sign this agreement so we can get started. Take any questions.
Councilman Sukram.
Quick question, Jody, I forgot. How many days is he gonna serve?
So
2 days?
sure. So he'll be in the office here in Fremont on Monday and Tuesdays. So he hits the council meetings and the planning commission meetings. He will be working remotely the rest of the time for us for what we would need him for. We have the position of planning assistant that we've not had before that will be able to kind of funnel this information through and forward it on to Jeff for those things that she's not able to handle herself. Jennifer Dam, our retired planning director, was very confident of Jerry's ability. And in my brief experience with her, she really does seem to know, I know this, I don't know that. And so that's given me a level of comfort that she'll be able to help us kind of through this interim period.
Any other questions on this item from the council for staff?
Mayor?
Yes.
Just the next 3 items all need those addendums.
The next 3. Okay. 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 If there are no other questions, are there any comments from the public on this item? Okay, seeing none, are there any additional comments from council? If there are none, I would take a motion. We would need to receive the addendum first. So if we could please have that, Councilman Sukram.
Motion to receive the addendum?
Councilman Horner.
I'll second.
The motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Then I would need a motion to approve the contract with the addendum. Councilman Horner.
I will make a motion that we approve resolution 2025-189 authorizing the agreement with Ray Planning Solutions LLC.
Okay, with the addendum, yes. Councilman Sukram.
I'll second.
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Okay, moving on to item 22 is resolution 2025-190 authorizing the mayor to sign the comprehensive planning services agreement with RDG Planning and Design. Also have staff report from Jody Sanders.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. This is a contract RDG Planning and Design is the company that Charlie Cowell works for, and they have been responsible for, if you will, getting us the UDC, the Unified Development Code, across the finish line. And so as a part of that, we have changes that are being recommended for the the Unified Development Code that really do not, they're not in harmony with what the comprehensive plan says. And so we're tasking Mr. Cowell to help us identify what those amendments need to be to the comprehensive plan, and then bring those forward perhaps at the same time as the amendments that would be proposed by council. This is a not to exceed contract, but they will be billing us on an hourly rate. So I'm hopeful that it's not going to be $15,000, but that's a not to exceed limit of what their services should cost us. I'll take any questions.
Questions on this item? I think RDG has done a good job getting us to this point. I think they, Jennifer was able to work with the planning commission and get, all the chapters through the planning commission to where they're now the UDCs up here at the council. And I know there's, again, some amendments and some things that we want to make changes to in the UDC. So I think having him be available to also make those comprehensive plan changes. And I, again, agree that I don't think there'll be much to do in that, but just make sure that is in conformance with, is a good idea and worth it. And to me, we're really close to the finish line on this. I think this will get us over that finish line and start to implement this and get this in behind us. Now that we'll have, again, Jeff Ray as our interim planner to be able to give him a document that also says here, this is what, you need to implement as planner. I think will be a good thing too. So appreciate the work on that. And we got one more step here. Are there any questions or comments from council? Are there any comments from the public on this item? There's no other questions or comments from council. I would take a motion. You have to receive the addendum first. Councilman Sukram.
Motion to receive addendum.
Councilwoman Lathrop.
Second.
The motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Now take a motion to approve this item with the addendum. Councilman Vaughn.
So moved.
Councilman Sukram.
I'll second.
Cast your votes.
The motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Now, item 23 is resolution 2025-191, authorizing the mayor to sign the additional zoning services agreement with RDG Planning and Design, Inc. Jody, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The last piece of the Unified Development Code is making sure that we have a zoning map that is in conformance with both the comprehensive plan and the UDC. And again, we're looking, since Charlie has spent so much time with the UDC, we're looking at him to help us kind of wrap that piece up as well. Basically, the contract is the same. It's a per hour rate, not to exceed the $15,000. Again, we don't, sure hopeful that it won't be $15,000. I'll take any questions.
Any questions from the council on this item? Councilwoman Lathrop.
I don't have a question. I just have a comment that since Charlie was once up in Sioux City, I feel that that's a lot more appropriate than maybe a Chicago-based company. So I feel really comfortable working with Charlie.
Are there any other comments from the council? Councilman Horner.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a quick comment. I was kind of saved my comments on the other two for, as we're talking about all of them, I guess. But, these are, basically what we're doing here is we're outsourcing a need. And I kind of like this model. I think we should be paying attention to how well this works for the city. We've struggled in some areas, in my opinion, that's just my opinion, but we've struggled in some areas on keeping people in certain positions. And I think we've struggled with finding people in certain positions, et cetera. And I just wonder if there's not an opportunity to take a look at how this works. And if it works well, if we can't expand this and create a model that we might be able to follow and apply to other areas. And I just want to plant that seed with the council and with city staff. I do think this is a great opportunity for us. It's a definite need. We need to do this, but it might be a good opportunity to take a look at how this works.
Any other comments from the council? Any comments from the public on this item? Right, any additional comments from council? If there are none, I would take a motion to receive the addendum on this item. Councilman Sukram,
I'll make that motion.
Councilwoman Lathrop.
Second?
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
Right, and now I just need to, a motion to approve the contract with the addendum. Councilman Peterson,
Make a motion to approve the contract.
Councilman Sukram,
I'll second.
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
right, I would take a motion to adjourn. Councilman Peterson,
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Councilman Sukram,
Second.
cast your votes.
That motion carries 7-0, Mayor.
We are adjourned. Stay cool, everybody.